Hello, hello, SpeedGaming, and welcome to the Metroid Prime Randomizer Mentor Tournament. I am Bello Kikwini. I am joined here in the booth by Raylan Tank here. Hello.
Hey, hello, and yeah, welcome here everyone on SpeedGaming too. We have a race between BowMan and LucariusLion ahead of us. A third round bracket match. Winner will face a certain Bello Kikwini in the next round.
Interesting. I don't know who this fellow is, but they seem kind of trash, honestly.
I mean, they might have played this game once or twice already, so you know, we'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, with that, we are seeing the timer counting down, and with that, we will have good luck on both our racers. In 1 second, and there we go. Seems to be a little bit of delay between BowMan and Lucarius. I'll try to get that sorted out in a minute. In the meantime, you can take it away from here, Raylan.
Can at least try. Lucarius, here starting off, of course, we want to get to Alco first. One of our two logically available checks gets dash immediately. Very nice done. Nicely done.
Great job, starting off with an energy tank.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Let's see what's under the ship. That looks like a missile. Yep, and it's just an expansion, so
yes,
no logical implications so far.
Mm-hmm. I screwed up. That is my bad. Alright, hold on. I'll try to fix my mistake.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably the proper amount of time, just in the wrong direction.
Yeah, in the wrong direction. So, I'm sorry about that. We will see Chozo in about 15 seconds. While BowMan is catching up both on stream and in the race. Things should be coming close right about now. There we go. So actually pretty, I actually synced that up really well as BowMan and Lucarius enter the elevator at almost the same time.
Yep. But since we just started out with an E-Tank, there's not really much that we can do over here, aside from go over to Hive Totem.
Alright, that looked like a ball on the grapple ledge.
I had not a good enough view on that.
And an artifact in half-pipe. Ice beam on vault ledge. Oh, that's
interesting.
Well, that's a loaded main plaza if I've ever seen one. Fortunately for now, our only option would be Hive Mecha. BowMan taking quite a bit of damage here on the ions. If you position yourself a bit wrong, that can really take a lot of health out. So we're pretty grateful for that E-Tank.
Yeah. Without that, this would actually be a very, very dangerous situation.
Yeah.
You could die quite easily, but having that extra E in this situation does make that concern not quite as big.
Absolutely. We love to be able to play recklessly when we get the early E-Tank. A missile on the Hive Totem, that's gotta be the main launcher. Yep. And a Metroid.
Nothing behind it.
Ooh, BowMan accidentally triggering Hive Mecha. Not gonna opt to scan dash out of there. Maybe does not know about it. Because yeah, if you mess up the Hive Mecha skip, you can still scan dash out. The door is not locked, so you can just have a scan dash even without space jump. And speaking of space jump, Lucarius gets it in Ruined Gallery. Probably gonna go for the peak as well.
Yeah, it's just so useful to know what's in the tunnel if you can help it. It's quite out of the way.
That looks like a missile expansion.
So not having to worry to come back here with bombs later is definitely quite a big help.
Yes. That's good knowledge for Lucarius to have. BowMan will perhaps follow in their steps. We will see in just a moment. Although with that space jump, Lucarius can now grab that ice beam up on grapple ledge. And as Don't Put Me on Pizza is pointing out in chat, this grapple ledge thing is now in logic in... Oh no, that's wave beam actually. That makes a lot more sense.
Ah, okay. Yeah, something important to note, for this tournament specifically, while Randomizer 8.0 does put grapple edge into logic with just space jump, the mentor tournament for now will continue on the previous 7.5 version where that still logically needs grapple. So, yeah, this is for this tournament specifically important distinction to remember.
Yep, gonna check the tree on Lucarius' side. That's another ball. Well,
yeah.
2 balls in the same room.
Well,
this
means
one
since this
is
boost
ball. Okay,
yeah.
so we're getting super missiles really soon.
Yeah, for Spider. Oh. Wait, we don't have Morph yet.
Nope. Morph is in the tree.
It kind of looked like a spider from a side eye, but I didn't quite get a good enough look, so...
Oh, might have been something in there. It can't be super missiles, but it might be ice spreader. Didn't quite catch that.
Which,
And with that,
ice spreader is nice to have.
oh yeah, BowMan. Oh, actually, that might be Varia on BowMan's peak. Interesting. Lucarius going for the Tower of Light climb immediately, even though that's not quite in logic because we don't have enough missiles. Still worth going for, and if you mess up, you can always just check the tower chamber, which is in logic. Alright, very nice underwater slope jump, and super missiles are indeed there. Now, it's going to be a matter of getting the drop system to cooperate, because as of now, Lucarius does not have enough missiles.
Yeah, that is somewhat unfortunate and can be quite annoying. We did not really have that many options of picking up another missile expansion yet, so...
Yep. Just gonna have to make do with what we've got, unfortunately. Oh, right, well, that's BowMan's perspective. Oops. Lucarius struggling a little bit with this. Getting understandably annoyed, judging by the beams.
Yep.
Right, BowMan going for the backup strat for this sledge, and gets it. Very nicely done. Lucarius now going for the slope jump on the first floor. This is also the method I prefer, as I find it much more consistent than the first scan dash.
I have to agree with that. I did struggle quite a bit with this initially, but yeah. Once I got around to it, I just went the slope jump, and it felt a little nicer.
A very well-needed E-tank from Lucarius. 46 health is a little low, especially without a suit.
Yeah, and given that we do not have more ball and have to get past the scarabs again, that could be a scary proposition. That hill of free fall is
in the meantime, BowMan catching up quite a bit with a very nicely performed tower check. Now, just need to get that underwater slope jump. Very well. Getting the super missiles. Lucarius might... Oh, Lucarius trying to peek this item, but not enough missiles, unfortunately.
Yeah, that seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah. Maybe try our chance on the beetles, though they tend to give up more energy and power bombs more than anything.
Yeah.
So maybe the beetles...
I actually don't really have seen them drop missiles for me ever. This might just be me being unlucky, but the drop chance, if it's there, seems to be low.
Yeah. And here we are seeing the ever-reliable prime drop system.
Yep.
Right here in action.
Lucarius? Okay, just trying to load another room, reset the drops, and
Yeah.
yeah, it seems like BowMan at least has similar struggles. So
Yeah, the prime drop system is always a struggle. Gonna try luck on these wasps here. It's all energy. Ah, there's a missile drop. All right, just don't miss, Lamau. All right, looks
BowMan
good
has
so
no
far.
help. There is more.
All right. So now we can get what I presume is the Varia suit in upper ruined shrine. Well, for now the seed can't really judge it too much. We got early space jump into an early Varia. Now all of the early components that we're missing are bombs. So far, this doesn't look like too much of a seed.
And yeah, BowMan still struggling with not getting a missile drop.
Yeah, the drop system for Prime 1 is certainly one of the drop systems of all time.
Yeah,
All right,
looks like.
Lucarius is also gonna have to struggle to find another missile for that upcoming missile door.
Yep.
Gonna try their chance in Ruin Fountain, and we have a missile expansion in there. Wish we could get it right now. The Shriek Bats might give us some much needed drops. And nope.
No. Oh, no, they have.
Oh,
yeah.
good. That's a relief. And here we're seeing a bit of a route divergence. BowMan going for early talent checks immediately. So we're gonna see artifacts in just a bit.
Which seems kind of a forced choice here, because BowMan was not getting lucky with missile drops, and
Yeah.
with still having two left, you can go back, check artifact temple, get the hints,
and
then refill at the ship.
Because those are at least guaranteed missiles.
Yeah.
Alright, and with that we've seen a third E-Tech in Watery Hall Axis. Lucarius just blazing through Watery Hall. And a much needed missile expansion.
Yeah, you're usually not too happy to see it. See a missile expansion there. I probably prefer other stuff quite a bit more, but
TB
powerbomb
expansion.
expansion. Kind of unfortunate that we just get it after we were just up there. We could have used it.
Yeah, we could have just not gotten one at all.
That is true.
Yeah, we have space jump and 3 E-tanks. The acid doesn't really pose any threat. Alright, speaking of artifacts, did we catch any of them?
I did definitely not, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm seeing in chat Elite Quarters and PCA. So, okay, that's actually
we're just
good
about
scenario.
to check.
Alright, Fungal Hole Axis.
Biohazard containment. Oh,
Elite Quarters. Shore Tunnel.
Shore.
Hall of the Elders.
Not too bad. I mean, your obligatory Pro P required, because you can't not have that required.
That seems to have been a theme this tournament.
Biohazard containment, definitely an annoying one.
It's kind of stinky.
The other ones are somewhat okay.
And the reason we have BowMan has only looked at 5 artifacts is because I believe they have already collected one.
Yeah, a certain artifact from Mine Plaza.
Yep, that is correct. Alright, Lucarius opting to check upper Gathering Hall, pivot saving before Zoid, as we do not have bomb, but this powerbomb expansion actually makes a compelling argument to go check that. Although we're still choosing to save warp, Lucarius still has yet to check the early talent, so a very understandable choice that I would be inclined to agree with.
Yeah.
Alright, now that BowMan has sufficient missiles, getting that Morph Ball will get their hands on Varia pretty soon.
And then there's decision to be made, probably going into mid-show, because there's, as we have seen, quite a few checks that we can grab still. Not as useful as we might like. There is a somewhat scary proposition that we might have to go into Magmore with a limited amount of explosives. Because our bombs can simply be down there. Just
That could very well be a lava lake play.
yeah. But if it's not lava lake, and especially if you don't have the power bomb expansion, you're kind of forced to go back and go the other way around.
Yep,
So
and that's
kinda
painful.
Like, if you have the power bomb expansion like LucariusLion, you can try and farm sufficient power bombs again and again until you get through. But with only having one expansion, so you have to farm and use them one at a time. That's not very fast.
Yeah, and also yes, Tower Chamber was super missiles, if memory serves right.
Yes, it was for the morph ball required.
Yep.
And yeah, wave beam was on forward ledge, not grapple ledge. So it was absolutely in logic.
Right.
Then
And
we
even though that boost is out of logic, we can still enjoy it for the sheer movement speed it provides.
Yeah, very sure runners are not unhappy about boost, even if it's not in logic yet. Because being fast usually is quite good.
Yeah, especially in a race setting.
It's like BowMan again trying to fish for some missiles.
Oh, yeah. Now that we got power bomb drops thrown into the mix, I believe there's even less of a chance.
I'm actually not sure BowMan has a power bomb expansion yet. That was an
That is
lower water hall.
Oh, right, yeah. Ah, there we go. The ever-reliable drop system. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, you basically currently have, as Vicarious, the option go to Magmore or go to Zoid.
Yeah, and right now Magmore does seem like the most attractive option. Especially considering we have Space Jump, so if need be, we can still check Root Cave and Arbor Chamber.
Yep.
Right, and getting a bit more comfortable with 25 max missiles. Getting that dash first try, really nicely done. No need to shoot for that first platform. No need for that second platform either. Not doing the R jump to skip that third platform, but that's alright. Just knows the placement by heart. More missiles. Maybe gonna go for, going to go for the wall crawl here, although a bit risky, as we don't have bombs yet, and there's a very real soft lock risk if we don't get the standable just right. Kind of stuck in there. Alright. Manages to wiggle out. And now we can just see our spoils. Which is a missile expansion. Shame.
I mean, we would have preferred them earlier. At this point, we're up to 35 now. They get quite a bit less valuable.
Yeah.
Would have probably preferred a power bomb expansion if it has to be expansion at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we take it. We don't need to come back for these checks.
Alright. So we're just gonna see Fiery Shores real quick. Some very smooth R jumping action from Lucarius. Maybe seemed to be sort of important. No, just a missile expansion. No, actually opting to go for the peak. I like this play.
Yeah, we don't have bombs yet, so while we could get in there, we cannot really get out unless we may find bombs in there, or
Yeah.
oh, we do
or-
have boost.
Yeah, the wall boost is an option. Although we used our soul power bomb for the artifact in short tunnel. So hopefully we might get a drop, which has good chance of happening, especially on the way to Triclops pit. Instead, going to opt to go up Monitor Station. Maybe checking Warrior Shrine first.
Yeah, it is logic.
Getting
So
yeah, getting fooled by the fake standable on this. Unfortunate. Although this climb also works. And well, a fourth E-tank is always nice to have.
yeah,
The more reckless we can play, the faster we can go.
it's not our morph bombs though, which would have made our lives and our routing quite a bit smoother at this point.
Yeah.
So. While BowMan gone over to Frigate Crash site, I'm not sure we've seen this yet.
I believe we had on Lucarius' side. I did not know you could R-jump that. I always scan dashed it. I learned something today. But with that, we're gonna be checking Storage Cavern in a jiffy.
Yeah, and if it's not something explosive, we have to leave behind Havalek for now.
Yeah.
Or we have to be...
Oh, that is filthy! Bombs in Storage Cavern. Well, that plays out really well for Lucarius.
But it's a scenario that's actually happening
Quite often. Yeah, but still. OP is filthy and it still happens often.
I mean, there are some things you just have to accept, like an artifact being on fire.
Yeah. Or a certain someone who asked me to race a seed with space jump on Storage Depot B. Huh? I won't give any names. Sorry, I had something in my throat there. But with that, checking Lava Lake, we're about to find out what item is in the pillar.
Now that we have bombs, very easy to Google.
Yep. And more missiles.
Meanwhile, BowMan on the way to catch up on the stuff we have found. Well,
now Lucarius going back to Fendrana. With that wave beam especially, that's going to be a really good power play.
Yeah. I mean, we could have gone back up to Chozo, but there's not really that much that we can do now. A Zoid and Furnace, of which only the lower item is in logic. So, I mean, we could technically go all the way to Anti-Chamber now that I think about it.
Yeah, but that's quite a long ways back.
Yeah. And we can just as well go into Fan, check out the early items, or then save warp out and get back to Chozo that way.
Yeah. Right. Oh, kind of boosted past the hole there. It happens.
And that's kind of the risk if you want to go fast.
Oh.
Sometimes it can be too fast.
Well, that puts our boost ball in logic.
Which does not really do that much for us. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. We have labs now.
Yeah, we have labs past observatory.
Yep. Huh. Yeah, so maybe we actually stay in Fan for a bit.
Oh, most likely. With that wave beam. The snow cone being a little annoying. Wanting all the attention for themselves, huh? Right, just a missile encased in the ice. Very nice slope jump. BowMan, gonna get their hands on this much-needed E-tank. Right, that is not a standable I knew about before, too. Just a missile in there. And yet another missile. Double missile in Ice Freeze East.
Don't have the means to collect any of the checks, but we don't need to, so can just forget about them.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Oh, BowMan gonna be coming up on bombs very soon. I did not quite catch what was in Lighthouse. Probably nothing important. Well, I mean, we don't have Spider, so no real reason to for Lucarius to shoot down the scan point with supers. Instead, gonna use those supers for most likely a Jozo Ice Temple peak.
Given that we do not have plasma, very well or very useful to have in your pocket to get this item that's otherwise a bit annoying to get back to.
Indeed. Probably gonna do it on the way back, I would assume.
Yeah. I mean, if no, all of the elders was the artifact. If Chapel is plasma beam specifically, then you don't need a peek. You can just get the item, so might as well check first.
That didn't look like anything important in there. I think that might have been a Metroid, though I'm not sure looking at the restream.
It was not really visible enough, which is most of the time being a Metroid.
Yeah. Alright, setting up the clip there. That looked to be an E-tank. Had the blue particles around it.
Yeah, was kind of my impression too, so it probably was.
And with that, we're gonna see Lucarius probably push further into Vendrana.
And BowMan is going to the safe station. No, BowMan is going back up into Chozo.
Oh, interesting. So why do you think that would be the case? BowMan, that...
I mean, the start with not being able to get the message drops may have felt a bit annoying, and
yeah, probably trying to do some cleanup to compensate for the drop system uncooperating. What do we have down there? Oh, that looks to be Gravity Suit, I think.
it was somewhat spinning, so it seemed to be a suit. Which, if it's gravity, yeah, that's kind of useful to get that biohazard containment item, and if it's Phazon,
Yep.
well, I mean, we'll need that too.
We need this either way. Although I do believe both our runners would be comfortable enough in doing some Gravelous Frigate, as painful as it would be.
Not interested in the Kenyan item, which probably was a missile.
Yeah, it looked some sort of orangey. Right, so BowMan going back into Ruined Fountain. I do not know whether BowMan has collected grapple. I don't think they did.
Pretty sure they didn't.
Yeah, right. So
Because
Magma
they
Pool
just went towards Lava Lake and then up. And
Yeah,
without
so-
bombs, they would not have been able to check.
yeah. So this is
A.
not a Magma Pool and TCA play. Going back to Zoid.
Yeah, I mean, we do have both. We do still have the furnace item. We do have Crossway that, while not a logic, we usually are able to grab.
Yeah, anti-chamber's an option as well.
Yeah.
But
And we do know that Hall of the Elders is an artifact, so we don't need to worry about that being
That
a
is
progression
true.
item.
but
so
the thing is, we can't get it yet because we don't have ice.
Yeah. But
So-
it's also not too bad that we can't get it yet, because we know it's not available before Ice Beam anyway. And
yeah, but
I mean,
even
if
then,
Ice Beam is vanilla, I don't know.
that's true. Oh, and Lucarius has indeed gotten ice, which I would assume was in Ruined Courtyard. So
Oh.
that kind of invalidates BowMan's plays.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree with Lucarius' side here quite a bit
I-
more, and
Oh,
even before
definitely.
finding grapple.
Yes.
But yeah.
I'm not really sure I like BowMan's play here, if I'm being honest, but it's always good to get that out of the way, especially if it turns out to be, especially if BowMan gets their hands on an item that might be casinoed.
Yep. I mean, we do have ice now. We do have wave. The thing is, we do have an artifact in Hall of the Elders, which does give
Yeah,
you a reason to go late so at some point. And
yeah, that's true.
going there not having ice versus someone who does go there with ice because they have you, you're likelier to just lose quite a bit of time. And they
Yes.
will find whatever you're going to find too. So.
Well, listen, I'm grasping at straws to try finding some justifications for BowMan's play here, but
I mean, I have watched and played myself a few races against BowMan throughout the tournament, and there was a common story about BowMan getting late to ice, being burned by going into labs without that.
oh, right.
So,
So that could be a justification.
which just in this case is somewhat unfortunate, given that Grapple had shown up putting a boost and therefore Observatory and Logic,
Yeah,
and then Ice being in front fan.
yeah, Randomizer really loves doing that. Just putting that little razzle dazzle onto their seat and plasma beam on observatory. Well,
Well,
Lucarius has all beams already, so this is looking quite good for him.
yeah. So we're basically just we know
Well,
about that suit in
yeah,
Iceland's West, or that supposed suit, I once would say.
yeah. But we still have to collect X-ray, so
Yeah.
let's hold our horses for a little. All right. In the
But
meantime, BowMan trying to get into the Morph Ball Hall. Very nicely done. And Lucarius getting the fight skip over in Control Tower. Just a missile in Upper Furnace. All right. And, well, speak of
speaking,
the devil. Well, Labs was definitely the play.
yeah. So we don't have Spider yet, but we don't necessarily need that, right?
Logically, we do
Well,
for
logically,
MQA,
yes,
but
but
I have confidence that Lucarius can definitely do the MQA dash.
yeah, and if that's the case, then yeah, we might be looking at a possible phase-on mode
Yeah,
already.
that looks to be the case. In Wave Buster.
Sure, when it's there, okay. Kind of question: do we really get Ice Spreader?
I mean, if we stumble across it, it's nice to have, but wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, and I mean we do have supers, so we have uses for our missiles, but
Alright, debating whether to do Farfen. Deciding not to. Which is pretty understandable. At this point, we can just sort of rush artifacts and not forget that suit, though. Ah, and a very welcome power bomb expansion. Right, so BowMan now realizing that Fortress wasn't really the play, unfortunately.
Lucarius not going back for Ice Ruins West right now.
Interesting.
So either that was not a suit, although it kind of looked like one. I agree with that.
Lucarius might just be confident in doing some Gravelous Frigate.
Or that. And if it is gravity, then that's the suit that we don't necessarily need.
Yes.
Yeah. Going to workstation.
Which makes me think that thermal is also logically required for this. Well, maybe. We don't have main PVs yet, so we can't go backwards through mines.
So our logic either wants us to find thermal and then go frigates, or
Yep.
find the main power bomb somewhere, which, I mean, there's Farfen that Lucarius has elected to not go into yet.
Yeah, also elected to ignore plasma processing.
Which, I mean, yeah, we could check that, but...
At this point, it's justifiable, as most artifacts do seem to be accessible to Lucarius at the moment.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could make maybe reason to go back for Joseph to get that artifact if you really want to.
Yeah. Probably gonna do the lower mines loop and get the artifacts in funnel hole axis and on OP.
Yeah, which is definitely reasonable. We do know that whatever in phase on mining tunnel we don't really need, because the only thing that could reasonably in there would be thermal, but that would mean that Phazon has to turn up somewhere soon.
Yeah.
At least logically speaking.
Yes. Unfortunately, Lucarius, I think, fell down trying to check the PPC item check, which is a bit unfortunate, but we got space jump, so the climb is no sweat. It's just a missile.
BowMan on the way back towards Vandrana from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Gonna get that grapple.
And probably just head towards Fen, because I don't think there's anything else that BowMan can do.
There's a certain plant that was not visited yet, but
That's correct, but at this point, is it really worth it?
Probably not.
Yeah. Especially without the
we say
spider.
No, yeah, we say no, and then there will be Phazon on there. Which, to be fair, BowMan has made some routing decisions that have had payoff before in some races. So it's never over until
it's over.
Actually taken down.
Yeah. All right, checking. That looks to be just a missile expansion again in Ventshaft. But yeah, BowMan definitely running very aggressively here. Gonna be checking this item, which is just a missile. Alright, a bit low on missiles, so Lucarius is going to opt for the plasma beam strats. A little slower, but at least it helps keep the missiles afloat for whatever we need.
There is the missile station at Funnel B, so if we do need missiles for OP, we can get those.
Yeah, but probably gonna need those missiles for the Metroids in Fungal Hole A.
Yeah.
Because those are a pain. Oh, getting trolled by the mace there.
But it is a power bomb expansion, and given that we do not have mains yet, having a third power bomb is actually quite nice for lower mines.
Absolutely.
And also helps quite a bit on Essence later too, so...
Yes.
Definitely understandable wanting to have that third one. Right. The fourth one, that might be the one that's maybe not quite as necessary anymore, but the third one definitely is still very, very nice to have.
But even then, we are in Central Dynamo, so there are plenty of power bomb drops in the crates. You're guaranteed 3 of them if you break them all. So a very nice place to refill on PVs before heading into lower mines. Oh, and opting to use a super missile to get rid of those turrets. Right. Are we gonna go for the scan dash? No, going instead for the safer option, using X-ray for the platforms. The Metroids being a little uncooperative, as they usually are in this hell of a room. A little bit unfortunate on the dashing there. Alright, just a missile expansion on MQA. Nothing too crazy.
Getting rid of some Metroids.
And as I said previously, probably going to go for the MQA scan dash. Alright, let's see it from LucariusLion. Ooh,
That
tripped down. Unfortunate. And also a peek from BowMan's side as well on Treasure Ice Temple. Just not taking any chances with the Metroids, which are very annoying in this room, I might add.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. Oh, have been able to get the B-hop off of the bar there, but unfortunately, that's tricky to hit for the timing. Yeah, this room is a little troublesome if you aren't really used to it. You gotta get a good B press on this dash in order to get enough height, and this is a pretty complicated slope jump because you gotta go back a little before slope jumping and not hit the wall, and also not fall off. It's a little precise, but ends up getting it. Very nicely done.
Yeah, so this will allow LucariusLion to continue through lower mines, pick up 2 artifacts on the way.
Yep.
And yeah, maybe stumble upon something else or like a Phazon Seed.
Yeah, Phazon Suit tends to like being in mines. But at this point, with the artifacts being all accessible, it's not really a reason to go hunt for it. And we can just wait for the hint.
There's artifact number 3 on the wall axis.
Yep. So with that, that would just be OP and... Let me
Biohazard
double check.
containment and Hall of the
And-
Elders.
Right. Yeah. All I assume are accessible with Lucarius' trick knowledge.
I mean, Hall of the Elders is just a frigate crash side climb, so that's
Yes.
expected of you.
Yeah.
And we can just go through the forehand normally too, so that's available. The question mark is behind the biohazard containment item, as we did not pick up gravity, which we think we know where it is in Ice Ruins West.
Yep.
Looking back, just a missile and PMT. So no thermal, no logical implications of anything for it.
Yeah. So, yeah, for logic, it's either between... ooh, in a bit of a tight spot here, though, with that Metroid. Ooh, that is not somewhere you want to be in lower mines. 146 health left, and those Metroids are not cooperating.
Yeah.
Being a little low on power bomb, opting to perhaps save a little on them.
I mean, I think at this point, if you know about it, you probably should go for that refill station, as it also fills up your power bombs.
Yes. And
like-
along with your missiles.
Yeah, I mean, Lucarius does have grapple, so it's not too bad just doing that vanilla anyway, but it's continuing on.
Yeah, MQB is going to be a little scary here with those beam pirates. Gonna opt to play it safe and dispatch them before they dispatch Samus.
Yeah.
Alright, at the same time, BowMan, finally entering a labs, gonna find out that this Chozo play did not pay out at all. So, a bit unfortunate. We're getting a bit dangerously low on Lucarius' side. Playing it extra safe. Still gonna go for the dash though.
Oh,
Almost.
don't.
It's alright. Phase on like this isn't too dangerous. You can jump back up.
Yeah.
And getting it second try nonetheless. Still gotta watch out for those beam troopers, and the safe station is right around the corner, so if anti-trooper aim comes into play, that might give us a bit of trouble. 49 health, can we reach the safe station before they snipe us? Looks like that's the case. Whew, we're out of the hot waters.
Yeah, I mean, the wave pirates actually like to stay up there quite a bit more. So once you get rid of the plasma one, you're usually somewhat safe. But I mean, it would be just Randomizer to say, well, this was the seat where they decide, no, we want to go down, we want to hunt you.
Well, okay, to be fair, this wouldn't be Randovania's fault. That would just be a Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube moment.
That is true. But Lucarius has made it. Did get enough missile drops, I want to say it's 21. We need 17 for OP.
We can just do plasma strats for OP.
Yeah, I mean, for the if we want to go for the super.
Oh yeah.
So that is gonna go for plasma here for the armor plates, so which probably is indicating that we want to save those missiles for going for the super strat.
Maybe. We do have 15 for like three supers, so the super strat is still viable. Alright, gonna go for trooper skip. Oh, getting a bit stuck by the claw, unfortunately, so couldn't quite get the right timing. Alright, and we have wave troopers, worst timeline. Alright, also a little tip, as soon as you know the trooper's first colors, you can just immediately switch to X-ray, as Lucarius has been doing, because, well, they're not EXO, so they're not going to change plating. Getting a bit of an unexpected change, and the anti-stormtrooper aim putting Lucarius in pretty close danger. This is not what we like to see. Thankfully, we saved. Okay, that's going to be a tight one.
Yeah, third super has to hit quite fast, and we're down.
Okay, no! Okay, that's gonna be a little time loss. Unless Lucarius can clutch that. Getting sniped by the grenade, though. It's alright, this isn't too bad. We saved that MQB.
Yeah, the or wrongly expected location of OP there on the first cycle, definitely costing too much time for Lucarius to recover. Yeah,
that's why you really don't want to stand in the center. You really want to stay as close to the pool as possible. Even if you don't have a phase-on suit and aren't immune to the pools, you can just jump out of them and they will stop damaging you if you walk into them on accident. So, second try. At the same time, BowMan finally going through labs, having all the beams now. Alright, gonna go for trooper skip again. That looks a lot better. We will see if that is successful. Yes, that is a good one. There we go.
So now we're probably in a better position for that first cycle.
I wouldn't say so. I'd say it looks good. We saw a beam bounce off, so probably good indicator that OP will spawn on this pool. Alright, so now we'll just need... we just got our 2 missiles in already, so it's just going to be a matter of hitting 2 supers. All right, only one to go. Hopefully the pirates don't have sniper aim again.
I mean,
All right,
Lucarius had
there we
40
go.
tanks this time, so even if they had sniper in,
Yeah.
you probably could have tanked them. But yeah, that's OP dispatched. Artifact number 4 collected.
Might as well check PCA while we're here.
And I mean, you could go into upper mines if you really wanted to. I probably wouldn't want to at this point. I'd rather hunt down the
No,
last 2 artifacts, but
I would also rush the artifacts. They are accessible.
Lucarius
No.
does seem to
Going
think
back
otherwise. I don't think there's any safe station here closer than the one in MQB.
No. Okay, climbing there. Is it going to be a climb back to Magmor, or... looks like it.
I mean, you could check Farfan. Maybe going back for that supposed gravity suit now? Which would feel weird, but that would at least be a reason that I could see happening.
Yeah, going for the PPC quick climb, unfortunately, falling down and still opting to save warp at MQB. Wise decision, I want to say.
Definitely the more reasonable choice at this point. Probably
Yeah.
not saving much time anyway by going back up there, and if you fall down, you lost even more time.
Definitely.
I mean, it's maybe a bit annoying that we're leaving behind upper mines. The Phazon is there, but we can get the hint. And, there's really
there's still plenty of locations that we have left, so it could literally be anywhere. So the general area hint will definitely be a lot more helpful.
And there is not much reason to go into upper mines in this seat anyway, unless you need Spider, which does not have to be there, and Phazon does not have to be there either, so you could lose time that way anyway. So,
well, to be fair, we have grapple, so we don't need Spider to go up the shaft. We can just still grapple up ore processing and go through garbage to waste disposal, and be through upper mines that way.
Yeah, it's more like it's not that we don't have logically access, although we would currently need power bombs to get on the back first. With our for our logic.
That is correct.
I mean, we do not have any reason to go up to upper mines. Really, there's no artifact there.
Yeah. And we have all the major items that we need.
Yeah, with the sole exception of maybe gravity, where we
thermal. Yeah. Well, those are only logical requirements, so they don't actually matter, especially for artifacts.
Gravity, depending on your comfortability level with frigates, might not be as logical of a requirement rather than an actual requirement. But thermal is for the most part really just decoration.
Yeah, thermal or PBs. Yeah, no, okay. Lucarius maybe opting to go back for that suit. In the case that was Phazon. Like, pretty sure that was gravity in there.
Yeah, I mean, if it was Phazon, I'm pretty sure you would have just... I mean, you would have had to either do TARDIS and you don't have Spider. There was not really good time to go back for that.
Yeah, not really.
But BowMan also going down to lower mines without Spider.
Yeah.
Not picking up the third power bomb expansion though. So we'll be going through mines with a power bomb less.
Yeah. Although it should be fine. Or actually, would it? Not really, because we will need the power bomb that we have left to break the first wall in order to be able to do that slope jump. So that leaves us maybe empty-handed for PMT.
Yep, which is coming up closely after. I mean, we do have Metroid drops that can help.
Yeah, but those aren't guaranteed, and that was indeed Gravity Suit in Ice Ruins West.
Meanwhile, BowMan did spend their power bomb just now. Did not get a drop, I guess, or I want to
Yeah,
say.
maybe does not know about the good drops of. No, actually
No,
did
has
get a
one,
drop, but
but spends that too.
maybe doesn't know about the slope jump there.
Which,
I would assume.
yeah, but which, to be fair, it is not as easy as going up there to the item vanilla.
Yeah,
So if you're not comfortable with that one,
yeah, yeah. There's the matter of knowing and being able to do it.
yeah.
Those are two parts of the same battle.
But yeah, Lucarius did go back for gravity, is now going to frigate. And I mean,
Or
this
frigate or Hall of the Elders.
it depends a bit on how comfortable you are with your bar skip. If you are confident in it, then you can go Hall of the Elders and go frigate backwards.
Oh, I
Which,
see. So maybe that's why Lucarius picked up gravity, because you can go through Hydroaxis Tunnel without gravity with a wall boost, but that is really difficult.
and I mean, well, we go for the climb here. So I mean, the other way you could do this, because we have boosters, you could just go to frigate, then
Yeah,
open up the bars with boost, and go back the vanilla way up to Chozo.
yeah,
So you don't have to do bar skip
but
with that.
yeah, but either way, you would still need gravity for a Hydroaxis Tunnel, so
Yeah.
maybe that explains why Lucarius went for gravity, so that they can do this in one fell swoop. Although, there are safe stations nearby, like both of these artifacts. So I don't know what's actually faster. Might be what's to time that. Oh, indeed, that is correct. BowMan got past MQA. Nicely done.
That's our power bomb expansion number 4. So
Yeah.
we have all the expansions, we just don't have the mains.
Yeah, Phazon is not yet known, although this is probably going to be coming up pretty soon with the Ridley fight coming up on Lucarius' side.
And Lucarius is on the way to hunt down those artifacts pretty fast.
Yep.
We have one right here, and the other one isn't biohazard containment, which we can get to soon. The question is, how much do you want to look around here for Phazon seals? You check Elder Chamber, because that would be very, very aggressive to skip that.
Well, yeah, because we've done a lot over in Chozo, so might as well complete the circle. Although for the other areas, yeah, not really any reason to be thorough there. We're just looking for Phazon suit, and well, with the Phazon suit hint being area only, that's gonna be quite a help in narrowing down the locations. But there's also a case for not checking this, but still doing it anyways, which I prefer, honestly.
I mean, Elder Chamber, you are in this room. Like, what does it take this check? What does it take?
It only takes a few seconds.
Yeah, and if you go for the hint, I mean, you lose what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes getting back here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it feels quite risky. Crossway, that's already a point where, I mean, you are close to it. It is a quick peek, but you can reasonably say, well,
yeah, no,
that's maybe too far out of the way.
I would be inclined to agree with that.
And then there's also, now go for bar skip. You probably check grade 3 chamber because that again is just you are in the room. You just need to hop out over and open the door.
Yeah,
That
it's
doesn't
sort of
take too
free.
much time.
Yeah.
But there's life growth and life growth tunnel for 3 items.
Yeah, Life Grove Tunnel, my favorite room in this game.
Why would that be? I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, it just looks neat, I think.
Yeah. I mean, if you have boost, there's really no problem, right?
Even if you have boost. Oh, wait, what? Was that a Metroid or a Phazon suit?
I
think that
mean,
was a
if that was a
Metroid.
Phazon seat, I don't think
Yeah,
Lucarius
don't
would
think
turn me
Lucarius
down.
would have walked back, yeah.
I mean, like,
Alright, bar skip. Ooh, almost getting it first try. Opting to use boost as well. Some people find that it makes it easier. For me, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it gives me more trouble.
I cannot say I have yet found where the point where boost was supposed to help me, so I cannot really speak to that point.
I'm thinking it's for more like the case where you are almost like really close to getting the bar skip, like you're sort of stuck in between the bars there. But well, for me, it's just I don't know. It always pushed me the other way.
Yeah.
In my experience. That's all right. Don't put me on pizza. I sacrificed my lungs a long time ago. I don't need to breathe. Well, except when I'm racing and I need to take a breather, because Jade generated some horrific stuff, but we don't talk about that.
Meanwhile, BowMan doing quite a good job here on OP so far, just needs to land that one last super, and very well done.
Very well done. BowMan catching up, like, it doesn't look like it from there, but starting to make up for lost time here, as Lucarius is trying to go for bar skip.
Still has quite a bit to go, but yeah, this bar skip, if you're not able to get it fast, it will cost you time, and there's always the chance that, like, let's say Phazon is just in cargo freight lift or on pad.
Yeah.
So if you go frigate forward, then go back here to the artifact.
There we go.
Lucarius gets it. There's always a chance that is gonna be faster for you.
Yeah.
It will save you more time that way.
Although I want to say, given the amount of checks that we skipped, that chance would be pretty low. I want to say.
Yeah. I mean, it is not likely that that would be the case, but like, I have seen some very unlikely stuff throughout this tournament. So
Yeah, so have I. But that's the thing. We kind of don't expect the unlikely things. That's what makes them so interesting.
but yeah, nothing in Hydra Access Tunnel. And doing frigate backwards is always nice.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about
The conduits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right, the double shiny seed, that was a thing.
It sure was. Oh, that's the
Right,
last
that's-
artifact for Lucarius.
Yep, only need to go through cargo freight lift and a save warp. And we will be golden for Ridley.
Meanwhile, BowMan does seem to take a similar route. Don't think has gone back for
Gravity?
Gravity?
No.
I'm not sure.
Probably opting to do the save warp strats that I suggested earlier.
I want to say that this color is actually not representing the gravity shield. I want to say that was there before,
no,
but I might be wrong.
No, that is not Gravity Suit, because it's pretty much the same hue all across the board. A little darker on the extra armor pads that Varia provides, but... Yeah, we can see here that it's the Varia Suit Morph Ball colors instead of the power suit ones. And since we don't have a spider, well, that's gotta be Varia. Alright. So we'll be witnessing the Ridley fight pretty soon. We have boost ball for it too, which is always nice to have.
I mean, you can do this fight normally, but if you have boost and you just cut out.
Just like 2/3 of the fight.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yep. Alright. Getting a nice little stagger chain by consecutively hitting fully charged plasma shots. No flyby skip, unfortunately. That is a frame perfect trick, though. Oh, Lucarius showing off some extended dashing. That's how you know Lucarius plays echoes. And now we just wait in the corner for Ridley to stop flying by.
Probably stretch back for power beam.
Yep. Alright, morphing, boosting, and... Oh, where did the health go?
It just disappeared.
Huh, interesting. Alright. Yeah, I know, shocking, right? I heard stories about Ridley's health. Oh no. Well, the cycle begins. Alright, not going for the snipes there. That's a pretty precise window. You can also go for a snipe as Ridley is turning around. Also a little tight window. That's a little backup for if you...
Oh.
Oh!
Well, at least gets the nice replaying, or yeah, Ridley plays nice after it. Immediately offers a retry.
Yeah.
Lucarius gets that, and then finishing with a super to not have to stun one more time.
Yeah. Alright, and with that, our face-on suit hint is in tow. It is in Chozo.
Chozo Ruins.
Well, you know what? Now that, now this little phase-on Chozo Ghost prediction is looking kind of crispy.
Yeah, I mean, there is Crossway, which I don't think... I mean, BowMan has peaked it, so we wouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
But Lucarius didn't, so that might weigh on their mind.
At this point, like, you might as well just do early Chozo first. You can still do TCA and Training Chamber as well. That hasn't been checked. As well as Magma Pool.
Yeah, which probably is Lucarius' mind here for now. Training Chamber would be annoying, given that we don't have Spider yet.
Yeah.
Plant would be an option. I'm not sure if Lucarius does know about early wild. I wouldn't be too surprised if they do.
Lucarius probably knows about it. Now the question is, can they do it? Because that's a pretty tough trick.
So
yes, and BowMan going for Gravelous Frigate. Also a little tip for anyone watching this, or if BowMan is rewatching this, you can unload the bottom of the water box in this room by just entering the room, leaving, and entering again. So the bottom of this room will no longer have underwater physics, and this will be a lifesaver.
Just missiles on Magma Pool and TCA.
Yeah.
That's
And
Chamber has. That is huge.
No!
Well,
no.
Good luck finding Spider Ball.
Well, you can do TC Training Chamber wall crawl, but I don't think Lucarius knows how to do it. I certainly do not. So...
Yeah,
well, this is gonna be a casino and a half.
Well, is it though?
Yes. We have not yet seen Farfen. we still got a few leftover checks here in Chozo, Magmore as well. That could very well be
I mean, Magmore is not much left. There's Upper Warrior Shrine.
Upper Warrior Shrine, Plasma Processing.
There is a problem with Plasma Processing, as it logically requires Spider, so it's not
Does it?
gonna
I
have
thought-
our Spider.
Right, those are intermediate standables and slash slope jumps. Yeah, I forget.
So that's not an option. So it's really just one check left in Magmore.
I guess we haven't seen Zoid yet, actually.
Yeah. Right. So neither. I mean, BowMan was there actually.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, BowMan went back for Chozo right then and went all the way up to you.
Oh.
So BowMan was at Chozo with at Zoid with Ball.
Yeah, like BowMan slowly but surely catching up to Lucarius. Getting this climb using Morph Ball. Lower Shrine. I'm trying to remember. Nursery was definitely seen on the way to Hive Mecha.
I wanna say when Lucarius went back for Variant, they had actually the power bomb drop.
Right. So maybe we did. I don't remember. Alright, and with that is BowMan's 6th artifact. Probably gonna go back and off to fight Ridley. Yeah. Well, those are the wonders of Casino for you. You just never know where that's gonna be.
The thing is though, if it's not here, we could go logically through labs. That's an important point. So Farfen is in play.
Yes.
We do have gravity to get from
to get through Twin Fire's tunnel, yeah?
Yeah. The dead spider track there is a beginner to skip, so that doesn't matter for spider. And we can get through labs, so that also does not really matter therefore. So Farfan could have spider.
Yes.
Mines currently do not yet. We don't have thermal, we might have peaked thermal somewhere and not picked it up. I'm not too sure about it. But we don't have main PB, so our back entrance to labs is not there yet.
Yeah, so...
front entrance not logically connected, so...
Yes. But at this point, does it really matter? Because we could very well just, like, be looking at a thermal visor and, like, okay, well, that opens up mines. It's kind of weird at this point because you are only one item away from go mode. So
yeah, but that is the big question. Do you wanna try to piece together the logic? Because if it's spider locks our main power bombs and thermals somehow,
yes,
yeah, then if you go into mines, you're just handicapping yourself. But if that thermal just lies around, or we know that it's there, then, I mean, you could just go into upper mines, because Spider can definitely be there.
Yeah, but then again, if you go there, you might as well just skip thermal if it turns out to be there. It's really weird, because we are looking at the end of the seed. And it's not really any more point in trying to piece together logic. All you need to find is, like, that one item.
But there is a question we have seen planned, or not seen planned yet, and Spider cannot be on Ghost.
No, so it cannot.
there is a point on where. At what point do you just say, well, maybe there's a spider on plan, we just go there?
Yeah, spider is needed for a training chamber.
Yep.
Right, gonna do life grove.
Not just three more checks. And while this is a spider track that we are skipping here, that skip is absolutely logical. So
Yes.
spider can be in your favorite room or past it.
If it is in life growth tunnel, I'm gonna scream. Not really, but I'm just gonna cut my mic and yell profanity. So you don't have to hear me.
Sometimes I have the feeling whatever randomizer would you play, the seats are always sentient, but apparently not this time.
Yeah. They had mercy on my soul. So no screaming for now.
That's also not a spider ball. Well, BowMan has dispatched off Ridley and knows about that Shozo.
Yeah, that might just be BowMan's chance to catch up significantly.
That's an E-tank, so
depending on
no
the...
spider. And no otherwise logical progression too, which is something to keep in mind.
Yes.
So our logical access to mines has to be somewhere, and we don't have that many locations left.
Yes.
And yeah, this would be a chance for BowMan if BowMan just goes to plant and finds spider there.
Oh, unfortunately, Lucarius has to go for bar skip again after not activating the gyro.
Yeah.
That's a time loss.
That is apparently.
But getting it third try though.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Nicely done. I would still go into mines at this point.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise he would just go back, clean out Chozo. Like, what else are you doing here?
Not really any point.
So yeah, Lucarius is going for upper mines, which may or may not have spider.
So we've touched on lower mines to get 2 artifacts, one in Fungal Hole Axis and one on Omega Pirate. Other than that, upper mines has not been touched yet. Days.
Yep. Not really has been much reason for it, as both runners have been able to skip Spider Ball for lower mines.
But unfortunately, that did not pay off.
Yeah, Lucarius is now looking for it, and BowMan will soon get the info that we kind of wanted.
Yeah. Right. Didn't seem to be anything too important on main quarry.
Did not quite. Okay. Security access.
Seemed to be an E-tank.
Yeah. Hello, Phazon.
Yep.
And BowMan
opting to go for the ghost fight. Probably to save up on a bit of time doing the room layer ahead of time. Not sure why. But
like
unless BowMan knows a skip, a spider skip inbounds that I don't know about.
I don't know. Maybe wants to go towards main plaza for some reason, but we don't have spiders, so going plant backwards, it really isn't an option.
Not really, no. Yeah, maybe just now realizing that this will need Spider Ball.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, yeah, I know about the wall crawl from main plaza, but unless, we might be seeing something here. Hold on a minute, folks. That could be the single room out of bounds. Oh,
and if BowMan is able to pull this off,
yes, that's gonna be GG's.
there's thermal in lower mine.
Oh, okay, so PBs are definitely our access to lower mines.
Which severely reduces the spots where it can be. Or where they can be, given that we have not seen them yet.
Yeah, that does look like a pretty large set of standables. Yeah, BowMan opting to not go for it. But that was a very nice attempt. Like, I just want to say props to BowMan for going for it. I would know a thing or two about going for hard tricks to skip a morph ball requirement.
I mean...
Yeah, TGC raising a good point here about the logic.
I was just wanting to talk about that.
Yeah.
Given the fact that we are supposed to get into mines from PPC, upper mines are spider locked, so...
Wait. The spider shafts from... But can't we use the grapple beam that we have to go up...
There is that spider track room with the before our processing here.
Oh right, between the elevator. I forgot about this. Which I shouldn't, because I'm currently learning spider shafts. What am I doing? No, that's on me.
I mean the
yeah, there are the two shafts, and like they're the ones sandwiching the ore processing room. But with that, BowMan is doing a Flagra, which we did not see Lucarius do.
And given now the fact that we know that thermal is in lower mines, this Flagra probably might actually be way more important.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Either this is power bombs, or this might be spider blocking power bombs somewhere at this point.
Yeah, although this could still be Jumon.
I mean, TARDIS is out because that also logically requires thermal, if I recall
yes,
correctly. And it
does logically require thermal.
Nothing on plant though, so no spider.
Yeah. No point in doing early wild.
Yep. But yeah, so Qmon, we can get through labs there logically. Also, again with gravity, that was available once we got plasma. So
yeah,
there are ways to get there. But TARDIS is out.
Alright, Lucarius going for the PPC climb. Pretty nice execution so far.
We have not seen far fence.
Catching up. Oh, breaking the fall there. Very nicely done.
Almost up, and has done it.
Yeah, there we are. Well played.
And BowMan back into main plaza.
Probably didn't get the ruined shrine peak, I would assume.
Ruined gallery, I assume.
Gallery, yes, not shrine. Alright, listen, there are 5 ruined rooms in this game. Which somehow is better than, like, Cache A, Cache B, Storage Depot, or, Ing, Cache 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
We definitely have some definitely not confusing room names in this game series.
I mean,
very straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, the series called Shows of Ruins, though. So having some ruin stuff
That makes
ruined
sense.
places. It does make sense somehow.
Hmm.
Looks like BowMan is heading back towards Magmore.
No, BowMan did. I would assume BowMan checked Lava Lake.
Yes, but this would be a way towards Fen if you want to. Like,
Yeah.
maybe pick up that gravity suit.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Maybe a safe warp would be better if you want to go, especially into far Fen. Was there something
I
in
would.
early
I would be
Fen?
on Team Save Warp. But
Yeah,
what would we have missed on early Fen? We peaked
I
Chozo Ice Temple.
don't
Uh,
think anything.
yeah. Thoris cannot be because of that thermal in the spider locked Philip.
Yep.
So yeah, I would assume Lucarius went for the Thoris skip, but didn't quite get it.
Lucarius was in Cumon before this,
Oh, right.
which does make. I mean, I have seen an attempt or a version of a reverse starter skip, but I think that needed Spider 2 and the skipping space, John.
Spider and I think Thoris Hop as well.
So might have gone for a reverse starter skip and failed it, but I'm not sure. I didn't quite pay enough attention for that.
Yeah.
It was not the normal starter skip, because Lucarius came from the back anyway.
Yes.
So yeah, this is actually, if BowMan is playing this towards far Fen first, this is actually allowing BowMan to get back into this race maybe. Although having thermal,
Oh, I would
be...
assume BowMan is already back in the race.
I mean, the thermal on essence can make a difference though.
Yeah. Well, unless BowMan stumbles upon Ice Spreader themselves, then that could make the difference on Exo.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not game yet.
Although at this point, if Spider is in far Fen, it's likely that Lucarius would also stumble upon Ice Spreader if BowMan is, given that BowMan has not picked up Gravity Suit. So, like, I mean, if they go in different directions in far Fen, I could see it happening if it's. But still, then you go into Frost Cave or to a safe warp if you do reverse. So you have seen all checks by that point. So I don't think there is a way for BowMan to get Ice Spreader and Lucarius not see it at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lucarius dispatched off Thardus.
Yep,
Not found a Spider Ball there.
Yep. And I do believe Lucarius also touched on transport access, getting out of labs.
Yeah, I mean, if not, then we see it now.
Yeah.
But they have seen it, and they have collected it already. We had Plasma by that point, we could just go there. I'm pretty sure it was Plasma. But yeah, Lucarius first into 4th, which at this point either have main PBs and then what? Is there anything left where Spider could be at this point? Have we seen lead control access? We should have, because Lucarius went through PPC.
Yeah. There's no reason why we didn't.
Yeah, I think at this point Spider kinda has to be here, or am I forgetting a power bomb check that we have not seen yet? Somewhere in not in Mines. Lucarius does not want what's in Frost Cave. I mean, I guess there's a security storage cave.
Yeah,
storage cave that's out here too, because that's power bomb locked currently.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be if main power bombs are just here, then spiders and.
Yeah.
But like we have to find something here, I think.
BowMan
Yeah.
also fighting Thoris.
I mean, BowMan does not have the information that thermals are.
That's true. Yeah.
And BowMan had some races where Tartar specifically was a required item.
Yeah.
Earlier in the race, so again, maybe with that chosen place from earlier, it's the same kind of deal where your recent experiences might influence the decision on this.
But yeah, as it stands, BowMan has no reason to ignore Thoris.
Yeah.
And since it's a Spider Ball Casino, well, might as well be as thorough as possible.
It's neither security nor storage cave, so gravity chamber, if I did not forget about anything, has to have our Spider Ball.
Pretty much, I want to say.
Nice dash here from LucariusLion.
Oh yeah, nicely done. Trying to think, but yeah, it's nothing that really comes to mind. Oh, there it is. There it is, the sneaky little devil.
So our main power bombs are either down here, and we're not seeing them yet, on Sun Chamber, so Ghost, or Upper Dynamo?
I would guess so. Well, it's not like it really matters at this point anymore.
Nope.
Well, yeah, still going. Lucarius can go for the plasma plus grapple strats here.
Yeah, I mean, you do have what's required to get this item vanilla, so you can just do that, or I mean, try the jump here to be able to skip it. And
yeah, not quite getting a good enough slope jump, I want to say. Not getting the height. Alright, and that's Thoris done on BowMan's side. Alright, and that's a successful climb. Let's go.
there's Spider Ball for LucariusLion.
Alright, that is go mode for Lucarius.
So probably looking for the nearest save station, which would probably be Frost Cave.
Yeah, and that gravity suit is definitely gonna be a help for Lucarius. Gonna make up for the time lost by going back for it. Going for the R dash here. Didn't quite get enough height, but I like this play though. Nice little strat for climbing this room when you have gravity.
Oh, no, LucariusLion not going for Frost Cave apparently. I'm apparently going back for
labs.
Workstay. Yeah, I don't think labs have the closest save station even from here.
Definitely not, no. Ooh, unfortunately getting the dash and so you can R jump this, or you can dash off of the ice parasite that's in the Morph Ball tunnel.
There's also standable there. Can take.
Oh.
But apparently Lucarius now going for Frost Cave because they're already at the door. Might as well.
Yeah. And it spares you a good part of the climb for Frozen Pike. Which definitely isn't fun to fail. Just gonna take care of Hunter real quick. Oh yeah, that's also a pretty tough slope jump plus R jump combo to get. But getting it second try, nicely done. Alright, and with that, it's gonna be a save warp back into Chozo, getting that phase-on suit, and just finishing the game. With having, I would estimate, about a 5-minute lead over BowMan.
Yeah, which sounds about right, given that BowMan is going underwater here and without gravity, which
yeah, that might dig that thing a little bit.
we do have boost here at least for these rooms. So it's
Yeah.
not as bad, but it's still
It's
it
still
slows you
bad.
down a little bit.
It's still bad. Let's be real. It wouldn't be bad if the rooms were actually flat, but they aren't.
Yep. BowMan also getting the dash there.
Yep, nicely done. And
Deciding
immediately
to
going for
just-
the... So gonna gain a little bit of time here over Lucarius.
There's that spider.
Alright. So instead opting to go back go back through Farfen, maybe?
Which I can understand in a way, because without gravity, that other room there on the bottom
Yeah,
feels
but
so slow. I mean, we do have boost to make it better.
yeah,
but,
that's what I was gonna say. You have boost, and that's one of the relatively flat rooms. And if
Yeah.
the whatchamacallit, gel zaps give you a bit of trouble, you can just let yourself get hit by them, and they will stop pulling you towards them.
So, like, I'm not saying I like this. I can get behind the reasoning.
Yeah.
And if you are comfortable or more comfortable doing these rooms without gravity than the other one,
Yeah.
it's probably a better idea to do it this way. But given that we have boost, I would have probably still preferred just going the other way.
I feel the same way. But it turns out, like regarding our discussion earlier about ignoring logic, that you were correct, and I was wrong.
I mean, it's not about being right or wrong there, because it's really just or in the end, it really just matters which way the seed plays the items in the end. And it can be the way we saw today. It can be the other way around. But I mean, you have to make the decisions on your routing at some point.
Yeah, especially with the racing nerves that come into play as well. It definitely doesn't make this choice easy. You gotta react, and you gotta react fast.
Yep. So you have to pick what you want to play for, and if you make the correct choice, you can save a lot of time. And if you do not make the correct choice, you can lose a lot of time with either decision. So
yeah.
There was the high five on the ship for the runners, as BowMan is going back for the Phaeton suit. Lucarius has successfully collected that already and returned.
Only need to pull off this slope jump. Very nice. We're getting a bit bullied here by the sapsacks. The seedlings, not the sapsacks. But yeah, BowMan still pretty hot on Lucarius's heels. So, while Lucarius still has a significant advantage, if he gets bad RNG on the bosses and BowMan gets a more favorable thing, oh, actually, I like what BowMan is going for here. So BowMan has already defeated the ghosts, so that means that they can already go through main plaza and use the Morphball tunnel.
Interesting.
Making good use of that earlier play. I like this. Right, and with that we are starting Exo on Lucarius' side. Gonna be starting us off with a Power Beam phase, which we like to see.
Given that we do have supers, we can make use of that.
Yeah, and a lot of missiles as well, so we can go for the super safe strat of double supers. Oh, I like what Lucarius is doing. Opting for the melee manips here for the wave phase. Alright, and just as Lucarius is ending up wrapping up Subchamber 1, Phase on 2 is collected by BowMan.
Fortunately, starting with the wave phase, so
Yeah, gonna be a little slower.
Given that we don't have Ice Spreader, we probably like to see Power next, but depending on how comfortable Lucarius is with getting to see charged ice shots.
Yeah, and I want to say, since Lucarius did go for some melee manips, I'd say Lucarius still has a good chance of hitting the Ice Beam shots pretty consistently.
Also is getting here for the second slipper, just to be safe.
It's still safer than going for the Ice Beam shots. You only need a few ice shots for that. Unfortunately, not quite getting the timing of the release, but that should be it for Subchamber 2. Alright.
I mean, LucariusLion has Wave Buster, so we do have the amount of missiles where we can think about making use of it. The question is, do you really want to?
Yeah, but even then, is it really that much faster than chaining the charged waves? Going for the snipe with the super missiles. Respectable. Oh, yep. Unfortunately, a little late to the train.
I just wanted to say, with how consistently Lucarius was getting in those charge shots and doing the melee maneuver, don't think Wave Buster really would save.
Yeah,
anytime at all.
Even then, charged wave is already homing, so accuracy isn't really a concern. It's like that. The one good thing about wave phases is that it's consistent.
That is true.
Yeah, BowMan still having closed the gap. Like, I would say that the Lucarius's lead is like down to 4 or 3 minutes only. That could come down to pools. Although we're seeing a pretty gnarly exo from Lucarius here, so this is still a race.
I mean, if you for some reason let pool skips happen more than once, so
yeah,
there would maybe be a chance for BowMan, but
yeah,
there is the fact that Lucarius does have both ones, or
yes, I was gonna
not have.
I was about to mention that. Ooh, BowMan getting a bit of an unfortunate event on climbing Phase Encore. Second attempt. Oh. Yeah, and Jack's gonna be a bother. Jack the fish and Metroid. Yep, definitely just giving us a hug. Jill right next to him. Still both getting wiped out by the power bombs. In the meantime, Subchamber 4 seems to be going nicely, and just as I say that, a second charge. Commentator's curse. I apologize, Lucarius.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason why I don't really like that plasma phase. Even though it does allow you to make so much damage. If you do not land those shots and exo of me, then, I have been getting charged at like 3 times in a row or something like that and couldn't really do anything.
Yeah, Blood thinks he's Ridley. Yeah, getting a lot of charges. Exo really not behaving on Subchamber 4 there. And that is just the start of Exo for BowMan as well. This is going to be such a close race.
Actually is. Okay. On the last damage cycle though, I think.
I would assume so, yes. And on a plasma phase, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Alright, just need one more shot.
Getting the orbs in that situation is actually quite nice, because the behavior of Exo is very predictable and very easy to snipe.
And they won't even hit you.
Yep.
Because of the cutscene. Alright. Essence time. Doing the manip, nicely done. Not moving on the fight intro.
pushing us out of the pool, hopping over.
Oh, that's
yeah.
unfortunate. Okay, so you might want to wait for Essence to go back around, and that's where you want to lay down the smackdown. Huh. Interesting strats. Probably held down a little too long. But that's still just enough that it still chains very nicely into the second pool here.
This starts much better.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Just need to stun lock it a few more times, and we could probably go for pool cancels on the last pool. Thermal visor coming in clutch. Alright.
Yeah, looks like we are going for campus here.
Yeah, time might just be coming up pretty soon. That hyper mode notice hiding the health bar is actually so bothering.
Yeah.
Oh, the pool's running thin.
But there's another one, so it
another
doesn't
one.
really matter.
Yeah,
So
just
we
gonna be able
unload
to.
with this one.
Yeah, and that
There we
is
go.
time. GG's Lucarius, and that's gonna be a rematch for us as well next week.
Just as BowMan has finished the third subchamber. Letting that cutscene play out.
Glenn, did Drake put you up to this as well? Are we back to that SpongeBob discussion about Prime Final bosses?
BowMan has officially forfeited.
So we're gonna get to see a two-way interview then. Oh right, okay, that makes more that makes sense, Glenn. Speaking of which, Lucarius, hello, GG's. BowMan going to join us shortly as well.
Drum roll.
Drum rolls, please.
Oh my. So if I look at it correct. Oh, hello.
Hello, BowMan. GG's.
Jeez.
Jeez.
GG.
That was a seed. Ugh.
That was
Yeah. That Spider Ball, that last minute Spider Ball Casino was really fun, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
fun and exciting. We love casinos. We love those. But really close race. I want to say.
Actually, I just came into the commentary here and I see that BowMan's on EXO. Holy.
Yeah. So, about this seed. Early on, we've had a few route divergences. BowMan, you opted to go for early Talon first because, if I'm not mistaken, those missile drops were not cooperating.
Oh,
they
yeah.
were not. Yep.
My god.
The ever so reliable Prime drop system. Lucarius, I am sure you missed your drop system there.
Oh, I
Echoes?
sure did. Having to go through another 3 rooms just to find missiles on the last enemy in Plaza. Ugh.
Yeah.
But you got them at least.
Oh my.
Did not
Yeah.
have that luck.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you gotta love it when the missile expansions are more consistent source of missiles than the drop system.
Actually, though.
That's true.
Yeah, and after that, BowMan, you went for Farchozo first instead of Fendrana. So that was a pretty aggressive play. So what went through your head when you deciding between Fendrana and Farchozo? What made you choose Farchozo?
Well, got bombs, and then I was like, oh, I'll do the checks in Chozo that need bombs. And then while I was doing that, I realized I should probably actually go Fen instead. And so
Yeah, that wave beam.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's still a respectable play because if Ice or whatever upgrade doesn't show up in Ven, then you're just stuck going back to Farchozo and you're in the area, so
Yeah.
I respect the choice.
It's true.
Yeah,
But
it's still pretty aggressive though. I want to say.
yeah, I
But-
just wanted to get Chozo out of the way because I already knew what was Hall of the Elders, and so
Oh, true.
Yeah. So like in the off chance that you find ice there, you can swoop Hall of the Elders like right off the bat.
yeah, basically, and then go to the frigate and get the biohazard one as well.
Yeah. Oh, so you would have gone for Hydroaxis Tunnel Gravelous then?
No,
Ah.
no, I can't do that yet. I've tried.
It's a tricky wall boost, for sure. But yeah, speaking of tricky techniques, we saw you going for the single room out of bounds in training chamber. So
Oh.
you came really close to getting the secret world too. Like that was honestly respectable as all hell. Like based play. Like even though that's gonna be complicated, I absolutely respect going for it.
Yeah, I've seen a video once, but I haven't actually done it. So
Yeah,
it was
going
worth
for
a few tries because I knew Spider was going to be a struggle for sure. But
yeah. And it did turn out to be quite the struggle too.
Yeah.
But that
and-
being said, even though you lost a bit of time on that Farchozo play, you were catching up slowly but certainly, and it came to a point where, at the point that Lucarius found Phazon suit, you were already you just found out about like where Spider was and collected it. So you were really
That's
not
good.
far behind at all.
Oh. So walk me through it then. What ended up happening that I ended up catching up? If BowMan got Spider so much before me.
So, if memory serves right, you did struggle a little bit on bar skip. Also, not opening the bars on the first go definitely cost a little bit of time, but not too much because that time you got it third try, which is really nice.
Yep.
Besides that, I want to say BowMan had really good movement throughout this seed, honestly. What else can I think of? You both did Thardus,
Nice.
and and BowMan did not go through upper mines. So BowMan did not have thermal visor as well. Did not do Philip. So that was also a bit of a time gain for BowMan in terms of routing.
Okay.
Which also, LucariusLion actually is a point that maybe is something you could have saved time on because Thardus could not have had Spider Ball this seed, given that thermal location. Because thermal is logically still needed to do Thardus, and since our access to mines was through the power bomb spot, because we cannot go through frigate because that also needs thermal.
Oh.
And thermal was therefore spider lock because we cannot go. We only can get into upper mines with spider.
Yo,
Thardus could not have had spider in that case.
Because of the amount of burgers that we had, I completely forgot that we didn't have main PBs.
You had all 4 expansions, but the
Yeah.
mains
Yeah.
were
You didn't
have
actually
any
in
PBs where
plasma
that was?
processing locked behind spider.
Wow.
Well, that's funny.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I never realized that. But yeah, that's also why I did Thardus, because I found thermal and I was like, okay, we've done all the frigates, so the one thing left is Thardus.
It's a thing that can easily get lost in how long the seed was, and I mean, both
Yeah.
of you did lower mines spiderless, which
Ooh.
is not the easiest thing to do, but you both did very well on that.
Yes, got an MSA.
It
Other
was
than
just a little thing that maybe is something to keep in mind.
Yeah, another minor thing is that BowMan spent a bit less time in Graph Chamber getting that spider. Immediately went for the grapple and plasma play,
Oh,
getting it vanilla.
right. I've not done that. I don't know how that works.
But just shoot the ice and get the grapple point. That's behind that up there.
Right.
That
But,
actually
hey.
did save a bit time.
That's good practice to get in.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
always have both these items coming here.
No, knowing that slope jump or that jump up there is definitely handy. But this time it wasn't really necessary.
Yeah. Just, well, went for the style points, though, which is absolutely respectable.
It's true. I spent like 10 minutes trying that jump once, practicing it, and I got it once in like 10 minutes, so it's hard.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky. You gotta get a good slope jump off of it, and then use the R jump to kind of curve your way back in. It's not the easiest thing to do starting off. Oh right, we could speak of that too. BowMan, you skipped gravity while Lucarius actually went back for it in Ice Ruins West. So that actually allowed you to allowed Lucarius to like capitalize a little bit on the frigate checks as well as Farfen to get that spider.
That's fair, yeah.
Oh, so you did gravelous frigate climb from the front.
Yeah, I didn't. I actually forgot to check Ice Ruins West, and so I didn't know gravity was there.
Oh right.
Yeah, that would have been nice, actually. I wish I did. Dang it.
Yeah, although it was a pretty annoying backtrack because
Yeah.
Plasma was in like
Observatory.
observatory, so you'd have to backtrack
Yeah.
all the way through labs or go through Thardus to go back for it. So I was like, I'll
That's
grab it
fair.
later.
Yeah.
You didn't even have spiders to go back to Tharda, so you had to get up there without that.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. Still have to do the slope jump there, which can be a bit tricky as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
But other than that, yeah, I don't think there's much else left to be said. I don't know about y'all.
GG's and
Yeah.
Bello,
Yeah.
I look
Yeah,
forward to
this
our
is-
rematch.
Yeah, this is gonna be round 2, huh? Looking
yeah.
forward to it.
Me too.
But
It's gonna be a tough one going up against you again.
you've proven to be quite the opponent. Last time we finished 2 minutes apart. Maybe it's gonna be another one again. Maybe this time dice will be on your favor. We'll see.
Oh.
But if no one else has anything to add, I think we're ready to wrap this up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything for this race specifically. Don't know about the runners.
So yeah.
No, it was just a good
GG's.
seed. It was fun.
Yeah.
So, yes, be sure to follow our runners here on twitch.tv/BowMan3i and LucariusLion, respectively. Be sure to follow my co-commentator, Raylan Tank here.
And you can also follow Bello. Not only a very, very strong contender in this tournament, but also doing quite a good job on commentary too. And there are more races happening in this tournament. Specifically, one is not too far away. There is one at 7:30 p.m. Eastern coming up. So in 1.5 hours, I think, on SpeedGaming 3. So Empress versus the Hammer 12. So if you want to see more of this tournament, don't miss that.
Yep. And with that out of the way, I think we're just about ready to wrap this up, and we will see you all next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next
Yeah,
mission.
mission.